Here's your word for the day from Calvary in Lake Havasu. Visit us on the web at calvaryaz.com.
Hi Calvary, Amber here, and we are continuing looking at the evidence of a growing Christian. And today we are looking at giving as an evidence of growing in your relationship with Jesus. And so I have a question for you. If I gave you $100 cash, you would be pretty excited about that, right? I know I would be. And so if I then, after giving you the money, said, hey, can I have $10 back from that? I'm pretty sure your response would be like, sure, here you go. You wouldn't be upset about that at all because you're still really blessed with what I had given you. And this is the same idea when it comes to tithing and giving back to God. God has given us all of our resources, and He asks us to give 10% back to Him as a way of saying thank you and as a way of expressing our love and trust to God. But sometimes we don't always have that same viewpoint when it comes to finances and God. We don't view it as that same way of if a friend gave you $100 asking for 10 of it back. But it's the same idea and principle. And when we choose to trust God and trust Him with our resources, it's going to grow us and our relationship with Him, and He's going to bless us in tremendous ways. And so we are going to look at Philippians 4, verses 16 through 18. And this whole passage in Philippians 4 is talking about God's provision. So I would encourage you to read the whole passage today. But we're going to look in verse 18. And it says, I have received full payment and more. I am well supplied, having received from Epaphroditus the gifts you sent, a fragrant offering, a sacrifice acceptable and pleasing to God. And my God will supply every need of yours according to His riches in glory in Christ Jesus. See, when we choose to trust God and give in obedience through tithing, it is beautiful and pleasing to God. It says that it's a fragrant aroma to God. You know, you walk into your house and smell like your favorite meal or dessert, whether it's like a roast that's been cooking in the crock pot all day or fresh baked cookies. You just like love that smell. That's what us being obedient and giving and sacrificing our resources is to God. It's pleasing aroma to Him. And it's a way for us to say, God, I trust you completely that you are going to provide for me because He's the one that has given us everything already. But it's us expressing that gratitude and trust in God and saying, I love you and I'm going to trust you completely. And so if you want to grow in your relationship with Jesus, can I encourage you to start tithing? Because Jesus wants to bless you. He's already provided for you, and He says He's going to supply every need of yours, not every want or desire, but every need of yours. And He also wants to bless you not only with your physical needs, but He's going to bless you with every spiritual need that you have. He's going to completely satisfy you. And so can you take that step of obedience and growing in your relationship with Jesus by starting to give 10% back to God and trust Him fully in that area? And if you're already giving 10%, can I just encourage you to ask God if He wants to give you more? Step out in faith and expand that trust of God and see where He leads your life. Because I know that if you follow God in obedience in this area and trust Him, He's going to transform your life and fill you with joy and peace and contentment. I hope this encourages you today. Have a great day.